I'm like the proud mother. Yes, do you see my smile? Jeez.
Yes, we see that beautiful smile. Model Kim Porter stepped out in Los Angeles on Monday night to support her son, Quincy Brown.
But, when it all happened, I was filming away. So, there was, I'm like the rock of the family, especially when it comes to, times where it's like family is really needed, and now I think I'm back.
That the night before Kim Porter passed, that she group text some close friends saying that he got me, and that Kim also insinuated in that text that she felt like she had been poisoned.
Listen up, because this update flips the whole story on its head. A lot of people were heated that the 50 Cent documentary didn't dig into Kim Porter's mysterious death, and now it looks like that silence might have been strategic all along. Word is, Kim's firstborn son, Quincy Brown, is allegedly teaming up with 50 for a brand new documentary focused entirely on Kim. That alone has people raising eyebrows, because not too long ago, Quincy was spotted at Diddy's trial for a single day, and folks instantly thought he was riding for him. But here's where it gets interesting. Quincy never defended Diddy publicly, never popped off online, and never moved reckless like Christian did. He stayed quiet, stayed calm, and stayed out the mess. And unlike Christian and Justin, who have both been named in lawsuits connected to Diddy, accusations only, nothing proven, not one single person has ever accused Quincy of anything. That fact alone puts him in a whole different lane from Diddy's biological sons. Now reports are saying Quincy may have been playing the long game this entire time, staying close, watching everything, and making sure his sisters were protected before things really hit the fan. With Diddy now behind bars, Quincy is reportedly ready to dig deep into the rumors that Diddy may have had something to do with Kim's death. And if 50 really is backing this project, this documentary could shake the room even harder than the last one.
I don't mean to be the super big brother dad, but this is nuts. I might record the whole ride. I might run out of storage. Oh, you need that. What'd you forget?
My license.
And what do you need to drive?
Quincy has always stood apart, even though Diddy helped raise him. And let's not forget, when Homeland Security raided Diddy's properties last year, Christian and Justin were there and both ended up in handcuffs, while Quincy was nowhere in that chaos.
An enemy that has a position of influence in your child's life, and knowing that that person sends you notes and messages every now and then, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, that boy is dead.
But here's where things start to look strange. Quincy and the twins were completely MIA during that period, and people noticed. Around the same time, Jaguar Wright went public claiming Quincy was quietly working with the feds and had gone missing on purpose.
And Quincy's missing.
Quincy's missing. Oh. And lastly...
After he was questioned by the feds.
After.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was in witness protection, right?
That rumor spread fast, but there's no solid proof to back it up. There's nothing credible showing Quincy was ever in witness protection, especially since he later appeared at Diddy's trial with the rest of the family. That alone weakens that theory. What is gaining traction are reports saying Quincy stayed close to Diddy for one reason only: protecting his sisters. According to insiders, he feared for their safety and promised Kim he would always look out for them. Quincy has mostly stayed silent about the rumors surrounding his mother's passing, and that silence raised eyebrows. But people close to the situation say it wasn't fear, it was timing. He allegedly knew going public too soon could cause more harm than good. Now it looks like that moment may finally be here. Quincy is reportedly putting together a full-length documentary exploring Kim's life and the unanswered questions around her death. With all the history involved and 50 Cent reportedly connected, interest in this project is already growing. The official story has always left people uneasy. On November 15th, 2018, Kim was found unresponsive in her Los Angeles home. A family member discovered her in bed, paramedics arrived, but it was too late. Kim was pronounced dead at 47 years old.
A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died. Her good friend Kimora Lee Simmons appearing inconsolable at the house, 47-year-old Porter's body found after a desperate call to 911.
EMS 14, respond with engine 76 on scene of the cardiac.
The autopsy listed lobar pneumonia as the cause, and the LA County Medical Examiner ruled her death natural, though many still say the details never fully added up. But when you really zoom in on the days leading up to Kim's passing, the timeline starts feeling off, no matter how you slice it. Kim reportedly first complained about a sore throat around November 7th, and by November 12th, she had developed a fever. That rapid shift, mixed with what came next, is exactly why so many people keep questioning the official explanation. According to reports, Kim tested negative for both the flu and strep throat. She was given antibiotics, vitamins, and pain medication. Her family later said that by November 14th, she was feeling better and her temperature had gone back to normal. That same night, she even had a massage at her home. And that detail has always raised eyebrows. If Kim was truly battling pneumonia-level symptoms, why bring someone into her house? Even more strange, the identity of the person who gave her that massage was never publicly clarified.
We know that Kim, and it's in this is in the documentation, shout out to paperwork. He looked in the paperwork and it said Kim received a massage for about an hour when she's supposed to have full-blown pneumonia. Who gives somebody a massage when they got pneumonia? And do we know whether she used that baby oil or not for that massage? It makes you say,
It doesn't stop there. The coroner's report stated Kim had no history of substance or alcohol use and no underlying health conditions. By all medical accounts, she was considered healthy, which only makes the sudden outcome harder to wrap your head around. One of the first people to openly question the official story was Kim's ex and Quincy's biological father, Al B. Sure. He said he saw Kim shortly before she passed and claimed she never mentioned being sick or feeling unwell. For years, Al struggled with the idea that her death might not have been natural. Eventually, that doubt weighed heavy enough for him to speak up. In July 2020, he shared an old video of himself crying and added a caption that made it clear he still wasn't convinced by the story everyone was told. Al said the footage came from the morning he learned about Kim Porter's death, a moment he described as something that ripped the soul from my physical body. He followed that by writing, "I know very clearly that Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia." He made it clear he didn't believe the official explanation, even admitting, "This is where I get in trouble." Al pointed out that just weeks before her passing, they had been celebrating Quincy's new deal and his Netflix Christmas special. According to him, Kim was in fantastic health during that time. He even mentioned her laughing while watching him and Diddy interact at a theater, saying none of it matched the story people were later told. Al said he was going to leave it there, but he didn't. He added the hashtag, "Don't let the love songs fool you," which many people took as a direct shot at Diddy's public tributes to Kim. Not long after, Al deleted the post and explained that Quincy had reached out, telling him it was triggering. Even so, Al didn't walk back his stance. He later said he stood firm in believing the official story about Kim's death didn't add up. Fans quickly began speculating that Diddy may have pushed Quincy to contact Al and get the post taken down. Some even claimed Diddy tried to turn Quincy against his biological father, but Al refused to back down. In November 2021, Al shared a throwback photo with Kim and Quincy and wrote in the caption, "She sent me this saying, life imitating art, art imitating life. Now it all makes sense." He added that she told him other things too, hinting she was scared and running, and in the comments, he wrote that he told her to call the FBI. What Al went through next is hard to wrap your head around, and this is where things start feeling dark. Just a few months after that post, Al was rushed to the hospital for a sudden medical emergency that was never fully explained to the public. He later said he collapsed while working in the studio, and doctors were reportedly stunned because they couldn't pinpoint why so many serious health problems hit him all at once. Nothing added up. Al ended up spending nearly 2 months in a coma. When he finally woke up, he revealed he had gone through multiple major medical procedures, including an organ transplant, several blood transfusions, intubation, and time on a ventilator. That alone had people asking serious questions. Naturally, fans started connecting dots. People began pointing out that several individuals linked to Diddy's circle had either gotten seriously sick or passed away from pneumonia over the years. Names like Heavy D, Brittany Murphy, and Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina, kept coming up in online discussions. What really shook people was the detail that Bobby Christina's autopsy listed lobar pneumonia as a cause, the same condition Kim Porter was said to have. That similarity didn't sit right with a lot of folks, even after nearly losing his life. Al didn't fall silent. He continued posting, dropping hints, and fueling speculation that something deeper connected Kim's passing and his own medical crisis. Then earlier this year, mainstream media finally opened the door. Al sat down with Fox 5 New York for an interview centered around his memoir, giving him his biggest platform yet to speak directly and openly about everything he'd been holding in.
In that coma in 2022, you had the liver transplant, you had the tracheotomy, I mean, all that stuff that went on.
Multi-system organ failure.
Yeah, wow.
60.
Right. Have they figured out what happened yet?
We will.
No, I mean, have the doctors medically, like, what happened to you?
Yeah, what happened? So,
because you just collapsed, right?
Yeah, so, you know, just mysteriously out of the blue, you know, which we do talk about in the book.
Yeah.
If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head, there was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time, basically.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you have?
She was in the best of health. We just saw each other prior to her passing. We were actually celebrating our son's new Netflix Christmas special, and she was doing just fine. In fact, we were all at the event together at Netflix in the lobby. Sean, myself, the children, you know, all having a great time. And I'm, you know, grabbing Sean like, what? And she's in the back going, stop. There's no, like I said, this is not marketing for me. I'm living this life. And
So
the only reason I wanted to tell the story, Kurt, was very specifically because I was ignored. There was the most expensive PR campaign against me to shut me down.
Are you concerned that he still has power outside of incarceration?
Remember, I'm the only one who spoke up, and I'm the only one left alive. So this is not about a scared thing, you know. It's just time to reveal the truth. I mean, it is what it is. I went through many, many years of scrutiny and being dragged face first on the concrete, you know, being called delusional and things.
So do you believe me now? That's the question Al left hanging, and from there, things really escalated. During the interview, Al made it clear he never believed Kim's death was natural. He claimed he believes Diddy was connected not only to her passing, but also to his own near-death medical crisis. Al went even further, saying he's fully convinced someone tried to take him out in 2022, shortly after he began speaking publicly about Kim's death. He doubled down on his stance that pneumonia doesn't explain what happened to her, and hinted that he's sitting on a lot more information he plans to share later on. Right now, it's still unclear whether Al B. Sure and Quincy have fully repaired their relationship, or if Al is officially involved in the rumored documentary about Kim Porter. But if he does join it, his voice could carry serious weight. He was the first, and honestly the only, major industry figure to publicly call for a deeper look into Kim's passing. A lot of people are hoping Kim finally gets real answers, especially when you look at what 50 Cent has exposed in past industry stories involving Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G. It's clear power dynamics in the music world have always been complicated. Allegations have long painted Sean Combs as someone who wanted control in his relationships, and Kim's situation has been part of that conversation. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Kim's case deserves another look? What do you make of Quincy's relationship with Diddy? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, share this video, and make sure you're subscribed. I'll catch you in the next one.